GNPX stock trading at $3.29. This is right where our target is, or was. Our target was $3.28, so it has finally achieved that. It has finally achieved that target. Right now momentum is very poor at the moment, very poor, and we have seen before now that each time momentum gets oversold, we see a rebound. Some were expecting the stock to extend to $5. Right now we are at $3.30, and the market is closing in about 25 minutes. This is the live session of the 3rd of January, and we are looking at GNPX stock right live. It has gained at 153.58%. Let's get the volumes. Okay, it's on the move again, challenging the 10 and 20-day moving average. Let's get the daily volume for this session. 205.72 million shares, and it's now, the stock is rallying within a longer term bearish trend, driving its MACD above its signal line, and but the underlying trend is obviously bearish. The 200-day moving average is still sloping downwards. Momentum is strongly bullish as GNPS stock buyers pay high prices for the stock, and also buyers also definitely more active than sellers. They have been more active than sellers. They have sellers and short sellers. They have tried everything they knew to wrangle this downwards, but it hasn't worked out. So the stock is still in the move. It has a lot to offer, but at the same time expect it to retrace in probably in the post-market session. In post-market session there won't be a lot of the participation will be low, will be poor then, because it will not be open to everybody. It's largely open to the more sophisticated buyers, and that will be a case where the short sellers may want to get involved. Right now it has broken through the resistance from the 10 and 20-day moving averages. It's now at 3.36, so it has easily now surpassed our target of $3.28. So it's now at $3.4. $3.37, that's the gain right now. Easily the biggest stock of the day. No doubt about that. Biggest gainer, biggest volume. Penny stock, still very much a penny stock. Let's get the option figures for the stock. Okay, let's get the options figures. Okay, it just okay, our this is our 161.8 dollar, sorry, 161.8 extension level. It's at 361. That no 362. That's the 161% Fibonacci extension level. It's $3.61, and it just slightly or briefly tested $3.57. That is remarkable. So we had the target. We calculated a target of 3.28 from here, and this is also where we began this grid. So this is the center of the whole Fibonacci grid. This is the center of it all. This is where the 100% extension level is, and then below it is all the retracement levels, and above it is the extension levels. So everything centers around this $2.84. 2.84. You can see that $2.84. So the next level, next resistance is 3.61. Is it possible that it's going to retest that? It actually reached 3.57, just 3 cents shy from that resistance. So if you just joined us, we are looking at GNPX. It is now at 3.37. We had a target of 3.28. It has easily surpassed that. And on this grid, it's the next resistance is at $3.61. It's just got very close to it, 3 cents shy from it. So. And since we began, it has only fallen below that level, that 2.8 for support, only about maybe twice or thrice, something like that. It has not really, okay, maybe I'll call it 4 times since that time, but it has been trading between that range, and it's extending. It is the signals are very strong, the signals are very, very strong for GNPX. It's now it has just pivoted again on its 10 and 20 day moving averages, trading at 3.445, 3.47 now. Okay, let's look at the option figures. Okay, yes, this $5 strike, one of the guys that was last session, last coverage of this stock has a position here, so I believe yes, it's must have improved for him. Yes, I think it yes, yeah, I think last time we checked it was about 0.25. Now it's at 0.35, so that's good. And then the volumes has also increased. So I think last time I remember it was at 6,000. It's now at 11,878. And let's get what the Greeks are saying. The Greeks are saying, okay, it's still 0.341, gradually building up, because you multiply this by 100 to give you 34.1, and then you multiply that by the open interest. Okay, open interest not a lot, but maybe the volumes, either of those, to give you an idea of the sort of volumes that will be going in if market makers have to defend themselves to ensure they don't run into losses. But open interest just gives us an idea of what is there already. Okay, we have an open interest of 2,193, and then we have a volume of 11,878. It just gives you an idea what's going on. There's a lot of flipping here, people come in and they wait for it and they go out, come in, go out, come in, go out. That's probably what we are looking at there. So let's see what's going on. It is now at 3.5. It's challenging, looking at the next target, $3.61. It also happens to be the 161.8% extension level based on this midpoint of $2.84. So let's look at the 5-minute chart and see what's going on there. 5-minute chart, yes, strongly bullish. Let's look at the 10-minute chart. Okay, at some point this chart was very steep, and it has only printed a break in the upward push. It has only printed it once or twice now. Okay, it has only printed the price below its 10-day moving average only twice in this session, only twice. This is the 10-minute chart. And then the 50 minutes, okay, or has only printed once below the 10-day moving average. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Okay, hasn't done any of those. Still very much bullish, very steep, very, very steep. Okay, let's return to the. Okay, for some reason this is also very, very active here. The volumes are so active here. It's not so active on the, let's see, the 15 minutes, what we are looking at here. Okay, 3.52, that's the price now. Let's look at the 10 minutes. Again, let's return to the 10 minutes. 10 minutes. For some reason the volume bars on those the 30 minutes is so volatile. So we have the stock is surging on at 3.53. Next target is $3.61. Okay, yes, it's approaching it. 3.57, 3.58, 3.59, 3.59, 3.6, call it 3.6. It's getting resistance there. It's living up to its name, resistance. 3.61, it has broken through 3.61 just slightly. It's 3.61 twice now. 3.61, can it no, falling back now. At 3.54, resistance there, very stiff. Momentum is very strong, not waning at all. Sustained at on the overbought, at the overbought condition right now. Gain is 160, 170%. Okay, it's waiting now, waiting for them below its 10-day moving average temporarily. Okay, yes, falling now, approaching the 20-day moving average. For 2 split seconds it was it breached this resistance of $3.61. So the market is open, closing in about 10 minutes. So right now it is just slightly below its 10-day moving average at $3.47, $3.48. So we have 9 minutes and some fraction before this session closes. There's every chance, there's every likelihood it will retrace, and we have these sort of support levels. The 2.84 is the next support. There are indeed other support levels. You have 3.24, 3.24. This is also the 3.03. There's a huge good amount of support there. And then you also have somewhere 2.92, 2.88, 2.84 support levels. It's pivoting now, pivoting again, trying to see if it's going to close above that 3.61 next resistance before this market closes. $3.53, it's the price now. 161, 167, 168.94%. The resistance is coming closer home now. It's at 157 now. Tried it 3 times now. 354. Okay, we have this resistance of 3.58, 3.53 or 3.54, 3.54 again, 3.54 again, 3.54 3 times, 3.54 3 times. It's just building up below this 3.61 resistance. If you just joined us, obviously GNPX has broken our own target. If it's important, our target was 3.28, but based on the center price of $2.84, the next natural resistance for the stock is 3.61, and we have seen it break that resistance twice, just in 2 split seconds. It broke that, but right now it is meeting resistance at 3.54. Has met resistance there twice or thrice now, 3 times now, in the space of a few minutes. So GNPX trading at 3.49, 3.50. Okay, it has now fallen slightly below its 10-day moving average on this 1-minute live model. So the market is closing in about 7 minutes. Let's refresh this options grid and see what's going on. Okay, the volume. Okay, you can see that the volume is now 12,735, but open interest is still very much 2,103. So market participants are flipping and flipping and flipping this, and I think this hasn't changed that much. The 250 volume hasn't changed that much, so there's a lot of activity on this $5. They're not there to. They're just there to grab any gain that's going to come out. That's probably what we're looking at here concerning this $5 call strike on GNPX stock. Let's see what's going on here. It's at 3 point, okay, now below its 10-day moving average, but still at $3.49. So we have about 5 minutes and some seconds before this session closes. Okay, broken through again, challenging that 3.54 resistance. $3.49. It's moving sideways. Market closing in about 5 minutes now. Okay, its momentum is waning, cooling off. easily there's no doubt that a significant fraction of this 223.945 million shares that have crossed the tape are definitely buys, because we can easily see that it has hardly had any major pullbacks. Nothing major really, and nothing at all really. Even when it was moving sideways, we can still pretty much read out that it's was still inclined upwards. And the angle of attack is a very decent one, not a very steep one. So it ensures it continues to feed on itself. So that's what we're looking at here. The stock has continued to feed on itself, and momentum, precedes price action definitely on the stock each time it retraces, and the stock is not exactly dropping off. What it does imply for sure is that there will be a rebound, because if the stock gets oversold, then there's no other way. It's not going any other. There's no further room to go downwards, and the next outcome is to bounce from being oversold to tend towards being overbought, and then because momentum is associated with the stock itself, we now see that it begins to extend again. So right now it's just right above oversold territory again. So there's every chance the stock will continue to extend if short sellers don't pounce on it in the post-market session. It's now oversold at the moment. Retracing downwards now. Oversold, broken through the support of the 10 and 20-day moving averages. The market is closing in about 2 minutes and a few seconds. Now trading at $3.405. Easily the biggest gainer, easily the stock with the biggest volumes for this session. The float is about roughly not more than 46 million. And we are already at 250 million. Is that not what we have? Let's get that volume again. 225, yes, 225 million. It's a monumental one. Let me give you an idea of the sort of volumes we have, average volumes we have for GNPX stock. 505 last 10 trading sessions, 511,000. Can you believe that? 511,000. So the stock is definitely riding within a longer term bearish trend. Its MACD is above the signal line, and shares are presently maybe more than 20% above the 200-day moving average. However, that moving average is declining, implying that caution is still warranted. Yeah, caution is still warranted, and it's maybe about 20% above its 200-day moving average. Market is closing in about a minute. Yes, that's it, a minute. So it's at 3.46 now. Moving sideways along with its 10 and 20-day moving averages. While we count down to the end of this live session, we check out our post and pre-markets boxes. So then once the market closes, we continue from where it is, where things are. It's at 3.46 now. It has had some resistance at 3.543 resistance points. The market is closed now, and we are now in the post-market session. It's at $3.5 right now. $3.5, that's where we are. 3.5. Yes, it was broken through that resistance of $3.61 and it's falling back now. This time around, it printed above it. Printed, no more split second on recorded moves. It's broken through that. The way things are going, the stock will continue to extend. We don't exactly know what the next extension level is because it only comes out when the stock continues to extend. So this option grid we have, sorry, this Fibonacci grid we have was its center is at 2.84. So the next resistance, which is 3.61, it was broke through that and has pulled back now. So our own target, our own calculated, our own manual target was 3.28, has easily surpassed that. So we now have this 3.61, which is the 161.8% Fibonacci, and it broke through that, printed, and is now fallen below the moving averages, those supports, and it's looking at the 50-day moving average. But if it falls, there are a lot of support levels there, including the moving averages and other Fibonacci ones on this grid. So it's getting support from its 50-day moving average, which is at $3.4. So it didn't fall through. So expect the stock to retrace in this post-market session. Expect it to do so. It's now down 1.71%. Momentum is waning, but we have seen the stock. We have seen momentum wane, only for it to bounce back again and extend further. It's a pattern that has just been repeating itself. It's a pattern that has been repeating itself. Penny stock optionable. Okay, right now it is slightly above its 10-day moving average. Okay, the loss is now 1.14. Oh yes, broken through now. 3.7, broken through that resistance of 3.61. 3.66 is the price now. Three point 3.7, it's extending, gain of 5.43% in this post-market session. Three point 6.8, okay, we have seen 3.7, okay. Oh, $4, yeah, okay. Spider, you're still around, okay. So this is the resistance we couldn't see because the grid hadn't extended further, but now it has extended further. We can now see this is it's a 3.61. It has now extended that easily as well. Our own calculated, our manual target of 3.28 has been surpassed, so it's now above this 3.61 resistance or target. The gain is now in this post market is 6.29. It's just it's just not relentless. it is, you know, the signals are just, the technicals are so good, you know. So good. And then the angle of attack, very narrow one. You can see that. If you measure from here, you can literally just cover it, nothing more than 15%, sorry, 15 degrees. That's not a very steep angle. Even the higher interval charts they have they are more scary. You know, they are more, can see the angles of attack very steep. This is close to 45 degrees, much scary, but yet nothing has happened. If you're looking at these charts, you would just not buy the stock. That's why it's always good to look at everything as much as possible to get an idea of what's going on. It's, yes, they also indicate what can possibly happen when the retracement arrives. And I think also, just as you mentioned, Spider, because the stock is not exactly popular on social media before now, maybe that's why it has done well, because the algos follows the sentiments on the social media, of course, of late. So if it's buzzing on Reddit, Twitter, stock tweets, name it, even on YouTube, then the algos will, you know, get sharper in the tooth. But maybe because it hasn't so much following as such, yeah, probably still learning the stock. Okay, let's look at ASSC. Okay, 1.62. Okay. Yeah, broken above it's all of its moving averages on this post-market session now. Five minutes bullish as well. 10-minute steep. Steep as well. 50 minutes doing well on those ones technically. 30 minutes. Okay, the underlying trend is now bullish on the 30 minutes, so let's return to the 1 minute. $3.76. Well, at some point, yes, it probably has to. Okay, how did the options go on? I'm sure it added another 10%. I believe it must have added another 10%. Okay, extending, but the 10-day moving average is trying to catch up because it's slowed down a bit, so it's now at 3.79, 3.78, 8% gain in this post-market session. Multiple tabs of what? Multiple tabs of what? Of the chart or what? Okay, you're up 75% on your options. Oh, okay, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, multiple tickers. Okay, yeah, I think so. Yes. Yeah, I think that's possible. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Um, I think okay. Let's see. I think it's still giving me the same stock. Let's see. New chart. No. I think it's okay, yes. Let me try here. Look at this. All the tabs are governed by this. So maybe not. Let me see. Compact title bar. Duplicate chart window. 3.81. Yeah, there can be multiple tabs, but it will still be for the same ticker. Yeah. Yes, and your $5 is only $1.3 away. Never say never. Okay, okay. Somebody asked about January 21st puts. Okay, Spider's not gonna like you about that. Okay, puts. Okay, he's okay. He has no problem with puts. I mean, look, why not, man? I mean, the stock has gained so much and it's just not looking back. Why not? I mean, 20. Which one is it again? You mentioned the. Okay, okay, yeah, the puts. Okay, they're still very much expensive. You can see that 190, 495. But this is good. 250. 250 is 250 puts January. Yeah, they are quite decent. So just put some money there and see how things go. You know, $35, maybe a few contracts. Why not? You know, the stock at some point has to cool off. At some point, yes, it has to cool off at some point. Yes, you know, right now it is eating everything, all the energy everywhere. It is just consuming it and just moving on. Yeah, I can imagine. Yes, I can imagine. Yes. Yeah, yes. The big news was the FDA. Yes, but the algos maybe are a little bit behind. Probably the shortened algos are not. They have not caught up yet. Maybe like Daniel is saying, when the market opens tomorrow, they would have, they would have caught up. But right now, they allow this one to suck up all the energy in the market. Biggest gainer, biggest volume consumer. So when our entry point was when we noticed the stock, it was it had reached around I think probably it had reached somewhere around here, around 12:30. The price would have been 296 or thereabouts. So that was, we now picked this price of 2.84 as the center of our Fibonacci grid, and then we plotted grid, and also we also used it to determine our manual target. So we took this 2.84 and subtracted 2.65 from it, and we used the 2.618 or 261.8 in that manual calculation, and we got it to $3.28. So that has been exceeded, but this more automated one is still in play. We have this one suddenly appeared, this 361 appeared, it has broken through that. So yes, we didn't buy any position there, but we just started following it around the 2.96 or thereabout. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Daniel, you got in at $1.8. Okay. $1.8. That will be way down where? Way here. Way somewhere down here. Somewhere down here. Somewhere down here. That is very early in the market. Before it's not even up to an hour. That was when it was there. Yeah, I think Daniel got in early. Yes, he got in at 1.8. He must have had a nap and woke up again. And it's still more than 100% his entry point. Yeah, you're caught between a rock, a Hartley's, and a PDT rule. Yes. Okay, PIXY. Let's see. We had a video on that as well. PIXY. It's down 2.54%. Okay, at some point it had this high of okay, it also had this high of 1.2771. We may have had a target in the last video we covered it on, but let's see whether we can do it's retracing now in this post-market session. Let's use this, and Okay, based on what we have here now, based on what it has done today, $1.3, something like that, and this is probably what okay, no, okay, 1.3, between 1.3 and okay, let me not guess, because 1.3 is what's just going to be its 1.618 extension level. So let's use this 12397 and 12397 and 12397 and 1. Okay, okay, so we have it, yes, pretty much the same thing. Target range of between 1.3 and 1.37, 1.3 and 1.37. That's what we, based on what it has done today, the 3rd of January, 1.3 and 1.37 for PIXY. Okay, Ford. Okay, let's see what's going on with Ford. Yeah, gained 4.8. It has been active for weeks now. It's been one of the most active stocks for weeks. Are they, maybe people are impressed with their EV products? I wouldn't mind a Ford EV, to be honest. Well, okay, maybe because I've never owned any other car other than Fords, so maybe that's why I'm thinking in that direction. But it's good. Approximately $22, 0.53%. Pivoting on its 10-day moving average and moving along with it, has just deviated from it and deviating upwards. Do you have a position in Ford, Spider? Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's not a meme stock, I guess. Not yet a meme stock. Not a meme stock. So maybe the algos are not. Uh, they are just ignoring it for now. Okay, guys, thank you all very much, Spider, Daniel, Desai, Kite Chaos. Thank you all for joining this live session. I'm still online covering other stocks and I need to update on. So thank you all very much for joining this live session. And you never know, I might still come back and maybe before you wake up, I may have covered again, updated you on GNPX. So thank you all very much for joining this session and supporting it all. Thank you all very much. And just in case, you really just in case you have ever thought of what you could do with the money you spend on your rent and your mortgages, for instance. You know, that money can actually go further. We have this our platform eq4k.com. We help people maximize. We help people derive assets with those funds. That's what we do here on eq4k.com. That's largely what this company is all about. So see what you make of it. Sign up. Once you sign up, we're giving you 10,000 shares. All you need to do is, as the case may be, either pay it through us or you let us know who you paid it to. We can always go and negotiate with them to invest that money in the same equity we have given you. So you have paid your rent and also you're growing your assets. So that's really clever. So see what you make of it. And as we sign out, the gain is now 2.29. It's now resting on that target of $1.61, $3.61. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for the support.